Welcome back to the Lima Locos postgame show brought to you by Hot Take Sports. Today, the Lima Locos defeated the Galion Graders in 8 innings by a final score of 12-2.
Tonight we'll be joined by head coach Matt Furuto, right fielder Colton Ledbetter, and Parker Wakelyn, who will get to those interviews throughout the show. Before we start our interviews, let's go over the scoring plays from tonight's game. In the bottom of the first, Derek Jackson Jr., better known to the Hot Take Sports crew as Dinger DJ, opened up the offense with a 2-run blast to left in the bottom half of the first. Then at the bottom of the fourth, Seth Tucker would hit an RBI single, which would bring home Nate White. Then Jake Killingsworth would single home Seth Tucker. Derek Jackson Jr. would walk, but during the at-bat, or during the plate appearance, Darryl Buggs would score on a wild pitch. Then Colton Ledbetter would follow up with a 3-run blast of his own to put the Locos up 8-1 at that point. Then in the bottom of the seventh, Jay Sorahan would single home Trevor Austin to make it 9-2. Then Jay Sorahan would score on a wild pitch during Seth Tucker's plate appearance, which led to a walk. Then in the eighth, up 10-2, 2 runs away from a run rule victory, Colton Ledbetter would hit a two-run home run, his second of the game, which would be arguably the first Locos walk-off home run in the 8th inning in franchise history. Potentially even the GLSCL's history.
Here is our interview with Matt Furuto.
Matthew White again with the Hot Take Sports podcast. Here this time with head coach Matt Furuto of the Lima Locos. Coach, I asked you last night. I guess I'll ask you again. How you feeling this time?
A little bit better than last night, so I think it was a good night, and we had a lot of good things that happened tonight, so it was a lot better than last night.
Absolutely. So is this game seen more as a sigh of relief, or is this a we cracked down, we got back on track, and now we, hit it hard again tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely good to bounce back from those last 2 losses, but overall we played baseball better. We hit well and then pitched well. We just got to stay consistent. As long as we keep doing those, we'll be fine.
So is consistency the key for beating Jetbox tomorrow?
Oh, definitely. They're going to be a really good team, so we got to be ready to go. And we got to be ready to pitch, and then we got to be ready to hit. And so if we come ready and play like that, I think we'll be good. But they're going to be a good team, so we got to be ready.
It's true. There were some questions. Was Graham pulled for injury today, or was it just the situation?
Yeah, he had just a little bit of forearm tightness, so we just want to make sure that he's good. I think he'll be all right. But, yeah, just out of caution.
All right. A little load management for him. So anything for the fans as we wrap up tonight?
Nothing. I think I'm good. Go Locos.
All right. Sounds good. Go Locos. That's Coach Matt Furuto.
Now, our player and play of the game, right fielder Colton Ledbetter went 4 for 5 tonight with 2 singles, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs. Second home run was a 2-run walk-off home run to force the run rule, and that was the play of the game.
Into the river.
He absolutely destroyed it into the river, back behind it went.
It was a
He
moonshot.
crushed it. And here's our interview with player of the game, Colton Ledbetter.
I'm Matthew White of the Hot Take Sports podcast. We've got Colton Ledbetter here with us today. So, coming up, 8th inning, what was going through your head with a runner on?
8th inning, I mean, we only needed 2 more runs. Honestly, I was trying to go deep, and so just trying to put a good swing on it, have fun, relax. So.
All right, there you go. So, how many 2-run games have you hit in your career?
This is probably only my second one, so,
When was the first one?
It was when I was real young, so.
All right. So, like, not high school, college, no. So, this is your first big one. All right, there you go.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, how do you keep rolling from here?
Just keep having fun, that's what it's all about. Keep trying to keep getting some wins, especially after those two losses these past 2 games, so.
Yeah, you really helped getting the team back on track. So what's the plan for tonight after a really big game?
Go celebrate, Gotta go celebrate. Probably get some good sleep too. But
Really important. Another big one tomorrow.
Yeah.
That was Colton of the Lima Locos.
And now, we introduced it last episode, but tonight's a meme of the game. In the top of the 8th with 2 down, the Graders' Avery Fisher, who was in center field tonight, but typically an infielder, forgot which team he was on as he was running from second to third, and a ground ball was hit to shortstop Jay Sorahan. Fisher reached down like he was going to field it and then remembered which team he was on and let the ball go through, and Sorahan made the play. And that was the last play for the offensive evening
For them.
for the Graders.
Hey man, sometimes you just get so bored standing out on second base, you just really want to go out and make a play.
Oh,
It happens.
he tried, but for the wrong team.
Man wanted to get in all the defensive fun. I don't blame the guy.
Not in the slightest.
I harped on pitching last game, and I say we got a pretty solid outing tonight from our 2 pitchers.
Much improved
sure.
from the last couple
yeah.
games.
All 3 pitchers went out and pitched really well.
Was there 3 tonight?
Yes, there was. Wakelyn,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Graham, and McAmer.
Yes. They all pitched very well tonight.
Yeah, Wakelyn was just casually an outdoors getting the win, which is kind of unfortunate because
Yeah.
that would have made Wakelyn 2-0 in the year.
That's unfortunate, but he'll definitely get another one.
For sure.
Yep, long season left. Parker Wakelyn still knocking off the rust. And, I mean, he's on his way. He's topping out at 90 miles an hour already. He went, 4 2/3 tonight. That's only going to improve. And he's already got good command. His slider looks great. And, it drops off some 15 miles an hour from his fastball. So that's crazy.
Hot take, he gets it up to 92 by the end of the summer.
There you go.
We haven't thrown one of those in here yet. Might as well.
And here was our interview with starter Parker Wakelyn.
All right, we're here with Parker Wakelyn. I'm Matthew from the Hot Take Sports Podcast. Parker, 4 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, and 6 Ks. What was working well out there for you today?
Slider was really good today. Fastball early was good. Changeup mixed in a little bit. Obviously got a little tired once the game got on. Haven't thrown that many pitches in a while.
Hey, everybody's got to knock off the rust eventually. So how do you improve your game from here?
Just mental cues, better endurance. Obviously to get the win, you got to throw 5 innings, and we came up a little short on that today, but we'll get it.
Hey, we're happy nonetheless. So last question, what's your favorite video game?
Favorite video game? You know what? I'm not a big video game guy, but if I were to pick one, it got to be Wii Sports.
All right, there you go. We like that. Wii Sports Baseball?
Yes, of course.
All right. That was Parker Wakelyn from the Lima Locos. All right, we continue kind of walking through our game. In the bottom of the first, we get a leadoff hit by pitch from the Graders starter, Brady Biglin. And then he got picked off stealing on the most unfortunate play I've ever seen in baseball.
Yeah.
A wild pitch was thrown behind the batter, but it ricocheted perfectly off of our back fence backstop, right back to the catcher, who easily threw out our leadoff runner. We then got another hit batter right after that, and the man, the myth, the legend, Dinger DJ hit a 2-run shot to start off the scoring. Yes, that's exactly what I have on there.
I love this
Dinger
fact,
DJ,
that-
2-run shot.
I'm going to call that on the broadcast now.
Bet.
Affectionately known as Dinger DJ. Well, I mean, yeah, that was the first of a 3-homer night by our team, which was great. Obviously, Ledbetter had the other 2. Great night offensively.
Great offensively, great pitching.
The Locos continue to be a great offensive team, and when you have nights like tonight, when you pitch really well and you only give up 2 runs, that's going to go a long way.
Dangerous
in this
team.
league.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. We were talking about that yesterday. I think that's a good point.
Yep.
Dangerous.
Also, yesterday, we said that the boys really need a bounce-back momentum swing against Galion going into Jetbox, and I think that's exactly what we got.
I think we did it tonight, boys.
No better way than an 8-inning run rule. Go home a little bit early. Get maybe another hour or so of sleep.
8-inning run roll with a bomb to send us off.
Deep into the river and through the woods. To the locker room we go. And what a night, guys.
What a night.
6-2 now.
Yes.
We beat Jetbox tomorrow. Got a shot at first.
We will be tied for first.
That's true. Jetbox did in fact sweep their doubleheader today.
Yes. We will be tied for first if we win tomorrow. I say there's a very good chance that I think we get most of our good pitchers back tomorrow. Everyone should be off the days off.
I mean, obviously, no Wakelyn tomorrow, no McAmer, no Graham. Graham got hurt. A little bit of forearm tightness.
It was
As
just
mentioned by Coach Furuto in the interview.
It was just be
Cautious.
So.
Well, I mean, I believe Caleb Bond will be the starter tomorrow night against Jetbox. 7-5 start.
And I believe we
And
will.
It's 80s night.
That's true. It is 80s
At
night.
Simmons
night.
Field.
Might have to change the good old sunglasses for tomorrow.
Yeah. You gonna bring your afro wig too?
You know, just maybe.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Brady kind of walk us through the scores around the league tonight. We talked about Jetbox sweeping their series. What else happened?
Cincinnati Steam crushed the Ohio Marlins, 22-0.
So they tied the record for runs in a game from, was it 2005 or 2015?
I want to say 2015.
I thought it was 5.
Twitter.
No, I think it's 2015.
It might be.
The Ice Haulers beat Grand Lake 9-1. We beat Galion, obviously 12-2. The Hamilton Joes and Xenia Scouts tied at 5
Oh.
because once you hit the 12th inning, you're just done at the tie.
And that's
So-
definitely the first time that has happened in the GLSCL this season.
So we.
Yeah, for sure.
So we had a game that tied and a game that had 22 runs. What a night.
And a walk-off in the 8th. Today was
Yep.
a wild day
That is for
Wild day for
in the Great
baseball.
Lakes Summer Collegiate
The
League.
Ohio Bison also beat the Richmond Jazz 9-3.
Okay.
Then I believe the Royal Oak Leprechauns beat the Michigan Monarchs 6-3.
It was 2015.
But I mean, yeah, overall, great night for baseball. Wild night, apparently. But yeah, Locos got their bounce back.
Yep. And we got to keep it rolling again tomorrow. And then we head into the off day. And then we're right back at it on the road Tuesday. And I believe that wraps up the Lima Locos post-game show, brought to you by Hot Take Sports. Follow the Lima Locos and us on social media. Us at Hot Take Sports 16. And then Lima Locos at Locos Baseball. Like we said, back at Simmons Field tomorrow as we take on Jetbox Baseball Club. 80s night, 7:05 start. Be there, be square. We'll see you next time. And remember, we are
All aboard.